What's good, YouTube? Smoke Man Joe TV. We back at it with Sunday Night Football here on the channel. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Hope everybody's had a pretty good Sunday so far. And I'm just about to play a couple games before I lay it down. Get ready for this work week. I'm just seeing my boy from work want to play me. If not, we're gonna get online. See what he want to do. Yeah, he probably gonna duck me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded at the goal line.
Ready, 95, 56. 51, we ain't giving up nothing today.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. Finding Taysom Hill complete. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. The linebacker, William Compton, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right.
Damn, man.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fix and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Breeze. Thomas has got it. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. And get inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
All day, every day, any day. Right here, guys. Fight 51, Mike 51. And here we go.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Dang, bro, we gave up. Nice little drive for him there.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, it's Carr. They'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Carr. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. But he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Gotta go for
Big
it.
decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Carr gives to Richard. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Boom, blitz.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Shotgun now for Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jacobs.
Man, ain't no way in hell, man.
Here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Why my man ain't hot route?
From the gun, Carr.
That's bullshit.
Jones has it.
I can't do nothing, man.
He gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. To throw, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 41 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Damn.
Open man is Michael Thomas. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
Well, put the hell out of me, bro.
And that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
17 there and a New Orleans first down. Breeze now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That is Tre'Quan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Tre'Quan Smith.
We got some shit with him, bro.
Make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Set to get this drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into something
what do you say?
Going to trust to take
Raiders
care of the ball?
are so bad, almost as bad as Washington. Man, lay down, man.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
hold on to the ball, man.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr. He fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
So much shit, bro. I don't even understand this shit.
20-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final
No matter
timeout,
what I call it.
as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Breeze now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So on 3rd down, a field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And Lutz puts this one through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. The decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Well, let's see if that script is a good one for them. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Carr. It's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they? Operating from the gun. Carr. And incomplete.
incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
I should have stuck with my man.
Third down, knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now Breeze on the bootleg. Gets this one to Hill. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
How?
Carolina did that against Denver. They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Breeze going to throw. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. Heck of a
Boy, man, with him right now.
Work this down near the 23.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Breeze now on first down. And Thomas has it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the draw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Man, come on, man.
The 3rd time.
Man.
It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Damn, bro, you lying about to shoot up.
We always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves it with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Toss play, Kamara. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. From the 22, Breeze. That one complete to Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Breeze to throw.
Oh, man.
Set up the screen now to Kamara. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Well, they probably don't need to
Man,
run
shout out to Ted, man.
They're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Good
Defense
game,
still
man.
with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their 1st half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the 1st half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
You know, I couldn't get nothing going. That was a boring game. Good game on his end.
So that'll do it for us.
Straight up
For my
Harbor
partner,
showing
Charles
them, man.
Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Yeah. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. And what I like about it is about the load game, the load time, way quicker than PlayStation. Way quicker.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not.
at the 21-yard line. Carr now on first down.
Damn,
Can't
bro.
hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. This complete to Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Richard.
Come on, Wins. You got to block, boy.
Midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Carr, caught by Jones. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. They find some open field here. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. This is caught.
That wasn't even for him, but we'll take it.
Tackled down at the 1. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop him from the 1 back to the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders drive right down the field.
Oh, no. Damn.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your
Hit that
last
shit too
point.
quick, man.
End up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Brees.
Damn, man.
It's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Ready. Ready. Check it back.
Brees leaves this one with Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. They go play action here on first down.
Oh my God, man, come on, man. But them boys gonna hold that shit, bro.
36 yards as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. From the gun, it's Brees. That's caught. And he is into the end zone.
See what type of
the lead up 2 more.
You lock in, man.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing on first down is Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Richard. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Damn, Carr.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They run it for the first time to the backup Murray. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Are you okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your head.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Goddard. Breeze's throw on target.
Man, we playing like shit.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, 27 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On first down, Carr. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll...
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
6-18. Express. 54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
Carr now to throw. The open man here, Renfro. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. On third down, Richard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it. coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
10 yards on the pickup.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Breeze now to throw. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And all the way down to the 39. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go.
Yeah, and you get the ball.
The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 31, Breeze, he'll let it flip. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. First down, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. This is caught again. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Opposite.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
To throw again. Carr. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Raiders.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, Echo.
Throwing again. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Carr to throw again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd down and goal. Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Buying time to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. They'll run it with Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They come out here in the eye.
We got it. Check three.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
That QB's trash. Let's go. 0-2. Mike 51. Cut.
Throwing now is Breeze. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Carr will try it again on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Will Compton coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. On play action, now Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Max Crosby providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Let's make these babies cry. Let's make these babies cry.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. This is Richard. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders get a score closer. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Dude, I think he gonna make me tap out or something. Nah, bro. I'm on here for the game like a man, bro.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Following the penalty, it's Camaro. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Bridgewater here to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Bridgewater now. Being chased out left. Yep, now he's hit. Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense and usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them, and it'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable, and both of them came together.
Damn, boy. Another game played like crap. 3-game losing streak right now.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Wish I got one more, man. I really want to play my boy tonight, man. But he's online, he's ducking. What's good, Kyle? Yeah, man, he dominated me, bro. I just got my ass kicked. It's all good, though. New to the channel, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. That like button. Giving away a copy of Madden 21, man, on the release date. So keep it locked right here, man, for a chance to win.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
There you go, man. We're on a two-game ski. It's time to bounce back.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, this complete to Jones. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Richard. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now on 1st down. It's a screen to Richard.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
Then on the 1st first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he will have first down yardage.
What's good, Tease? How you doing, man?
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The end result, 21 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize.
That's good, bro. I'm pretty good, too, man. Trying to get a win before I get off, man. We need to get that rematch in soon, bro.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home.
Oh, yeah, bro. We'll get it in later in the week, bro. This is probably going to be my last game, bro.
It leads to a 3rd down. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Your boy Payne 23. What's good with you, man? Appreciate that, bro.
Jacobs.
I don't know why it ran.
Hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on the.
But yeah, bro, most dealt, bro. We'll get it in again, man.
Number 1. We're scoreless after 1.
Damn. We'll take the corner, man.
The kick by Carlson is good.
Hell yeah, man. Like I say, man, y'all be on the lookout for that Madden 21 giveaway too, man.
Certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays.
He said he's gonna win next time. We'll see, bro.
Take the ball away. Maybe that's the way that you look at it.
And not a bad return.
We will see.
To the 25-yard line.
Trying to get me a win now, man. I lost like 3 straight games.
At their own 25-yard line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman.
Hit, boy.
Down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
And open, that's Debo Samuel.
That was a good play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go.
boy. Good hit.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I almost see more of them trying to get him.
Shit, I hope I do too, bro. If not, I'm gonna be on the loser street until probably Wednesday, Thursday, bro. Before I will be able to go live again.
42 as they come up second and 10. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo.
Ooh, damn.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about it, they did.
You know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really hard.
Damn, what's on me there? I should have played that shit.
He's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
I knew I was giving it up.
41 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40.
Oh, you finna let him walk you down. Damn.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Carr is going to fight, and that's caught inside the 30. And
Let's go.
all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, 59 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On play action, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right.
Come on, man. Ain't no way in hell.
25 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Max Crosby able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. There's Garoppolo to throw. Open man is Bourne. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass in his first half. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Garoppolo again. And this will be caught as they convert here for two. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted a three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Throwing on first down is Carr.
That's on me. Damn, man. I should have fucking waited.
At the 50-yard line.
Damn, man.
The intended receiver. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. Garoppolo trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's 2nd and 7 now for the 28. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Garoppolo.
Man, how? How, man?
28 yards the game there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Go ahead.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders.
That's too much.
Gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st down, Jacobs. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Second and 5 now. Carr. And that is incomplete.
What the hell?
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Now Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. Shoot.
Carr gives to Richard. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 15-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
21.
To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. There he goes, right side. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Carr, rush coming, and he's taken down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Carr now to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now Carr. That's to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Going to throw deep, and this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here we go.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys.
That game was a whole lot closer than the score show, but
we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?
That
It makes
shit's
their
crazy.
job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching
Couldn't stop
the
shit.
NFL on EA
Nothing.
Sports. And we'll get ready for the trek back to the city as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Oh, what a great city it is. We're going to have a blast tonight.
damn, but I want to play one more, but I better get some call tonight. Yeah, we'll take that L, man. We out of here.